Well, I think if they can, it seems to me that the Pelicans are not overly interested in the fourth pick. It's being reported that this draft is not very deep once you get past the first three picks, Zion Williamson, Jay Morant, and R.J. Barrett. So everything else, fourth, yeah, you might be the fourth pick, but you could easily got slotted 15 in other drafts if it was a little stronger. Skip, I'm sure someone would want that pick and has a player that the Pelicans would want. It seems that they want draft picks or players that have the potential to be all-stars. I think the Lakers will do their due diligence. Okay, Pelicans, who would you like to have as we shop this fourth pick? And don't come back and say, well, we kind of want Devin Booker. Hell, if that's the case, we'll trade the fourth pick for Devin Booker. So let's be realistic in what you think you're going to be, what you want. The Pelicans should be realistic in what they want. I like David Griffin's approach because it seems to me, Skip, that he's willing to do business. I'm going to get the best deal. If the Lakers have the best deal that's on the table, I'm going to take it. Whatever transpired between Magic Johnson and Dale Demps, neither one of these parties represent the organizations currently. So bygones be bygones. I'm trying to move forward and get the best deal possible. But I also think, Skip, this should not be a deal breaker now. If you cannot find someone that's willing to take the fourth pick and give you a decent player that the Pelicans would then want in return, as painful and as sometimes, Skip, my grandma said, boy, hold your nose, hold your breath, and take this medicine. It might be a situation the Lakers might need to do that, Skip. Close your eyes, hold your nose, hold your breath, and take a deep breath, swallow, and knowing that you're going to probably have to package Kyle Kuzma if no one is willing to take that fourth pick. Give them a player that the Pelicans would want in return. But I'm going to exhaust all avenues possible because I really want to hold on to Kyle Kuzma. Skip, because here's the thing. If you give up all the young players, that means LeBron James and Josh Hart would be the only current player, and Anthony Davis, because you'd get him in return. You would have 3 of a 12-man roster that's under contract. Not good.
So if Shannon Sharp were running the Los Angeles Lakers right here, right now, and Shannon Sharp knew that he could throw in Kyle Kuzma and the deal would be done in 5 minutes, would Shannon Sharp throw in Kyle Kuzma to acquire the player he calls a transcendent superstar, a game changer, a life changer, a franchise difference maker? Would you do that right here, right now?
Skip, in the words of Florida Evans, damn, James. I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm going to call. Skip, I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm going to call Kyle Kuzma. I'm going to say, Kuz, I'm sorry. We wish you all the best in your new location. We believe that you're going to be an all-star. But the possibility of acquiring Anthony Davis is a deal that we cannot pass up.
And that would mean that good times are here again in L.A.? Isn't that what you would think?
You already know, Skip. You already know.
Yep. Okay. So that's it. It's as simple as that. If, in fact, all the reports are to be believed, and Wojnarowski at ESPN is saying that the Lakers are attempting to exercise restraint, but he's also reporting that no premium free agent is interested in playing with LeBron and for the Jeannie Buss, Linda Rambis, Rob Pelinka Lakers clown show at Staples Center. So if your only way out of this is through New Orleans back to LA to acquire Anthony Davis via trade, not free agency, obviously, if you can just flat out trade for him, and you've got those 3 kids that LeBron clearly was already willing to trade at last year's deadline. And to me, he burned maybe not the complete bridge to all 3 kids, but at least part of it. I know Rondo was quoted in Rick Bucher's piece the other day as saying the kids were damaged over this because they all grew up idolizing LeBron. And it's all of a sudden it was like Daddy said, no, I don't want any of you kids. You guys, I'm going to ship you all to New Orleans. So if there
Skip, he was shipping them to boarding school. Sometimes you send the kids. Fine. Yeah, okay. That don't mean you don't love them. You just send them to boarding school.
Okay, that's fine. But he was willing to send them to boarding school. So here we go again. So it just seems like it's perfect because truly there are other suitors here. The Clippers are involved in this. The Clippers are lurking because they're always lurking for the Lakers. And they have some
What do they
assets.
have? What do they have? What do they have?
Shea
What else?
Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, the point guard of the
Is he
future.
so you do hold on. So you believe he's better than Lonzo? You believe he's better than Lonzo or BI?
I don't think he'll be better than Lonzo, but last year as a rookie, he played really well. He showed me a lot, and they love him, but I think they'd be willing to part with him if he could be a centerpiece in a deal for Anthony Davis.
Skip, here's the thing. The thing that concerns me is that of these three guys, Lonzo, BI, and Kuz has been the healthiest of the three. Now, we've seen seasons end in the previous 2 years for Lonzo, and then BI has this issue, but it seems doctors seem to think that everything's going to be okay. Skip, I'm going to exhaust all my avenues. I'm going to try, scour the league. There are 28 other teams. Which one of you guys are willing to give up a solid player for the 4th pick in the draft? Skip, I know somebody can use the 4th pick in the draft. Damn, I mean, look, I understand that the 4th pick in the draft might not be Charles Barkley, but hell, somebody could use the 4th pick in the draft.
Is this discrimination against my school, Vanderbilt? Because we have produced Darius Garland, who, by the way, has been signed by Clutch Sports and Rich Paul and LeBron James as a client. So he's got some cachet. I think he's going to be the 4th pick. And I think he would have lots of value on the open market. So I think he would be valuable for New Orleans to have, or they could turn him into something else, obviously.
Well, here's the thing, though, Skip. It's been reported that they don't really want the 4th pick. They want a 3rd team to get involved. Hey, Lakers, you do something with the 3rd pick, and then we'll let you know. And that's my thing, Skip. I don't know who's running. First of all, you said Wojo, and Wojo is as good as he gets in this business of reporting stories. He said no one wants to play with LeBron. I believe the number one reason, Skip, you keep saying this clown show, but let me ask you a question. If you got 4 or 5 clowns in a car, they're actually going to the circus. So we understand what the Lakers have become. They've become a circus because we believe they have a bunch of people in costume and makeup with big shoes and a rubber nose running this operation. I'm not going to call them clowns, but you know if you got on makeup, big shoes, and a rubber nose, you know what you are, and you know where you're headed to. I believe if the Lakers can move that 4th pick, get a quality player, I think the Pelicans will then say, okay, we want Lonzo, we want BI, we'll take this 3rd player. The draft pick goes wherever he goes. We keep Kuz, we get AD, Bron, AD, with Kuz, we're in the money.
Yep, Shannon.
We're in the money.
Nope. You're trying to hang on to your dream of having Kuzma with AD and LeBron. Ain't going to work.
Why you want to give it?
David Griffin is too shrewd of an operator. He knows how to play this game. And I think he knows that right here, right now, he still is in the power position. He's got the leverage because he sees that the Lakers have become AD or bust. It's going to be bust next year without AD. So why wouldn't he hang in and hang on? They want to get this deal done, obviously, before the draft, which is a week from tonight, right? Thursday, I believe it is. So the clock is starting to tick. We're not to the 11th hour yet, but it's starting to tick. And to me, this is sitting on a silver platter. You just include Kuzma, and you're good to go. And again, I think that would be a fair trade for both teams. I think it would be very fair for New Orleans.
Stop it, Skip. Stop it, Skip. They said if you can get a 3rd team and you can trade the 4th pick and you can get us a quality player that we think, okay, yeah, we can live with that, they would be willing to do that. Now, I'm not saying that this should be a deal breaker. Skip, exhaust all possible avenues. And if once we get to that final avenue and we can't find a possible trade partner, okay, then that's what we have to do. But can we at least exhaust those avenues before we decide to throw in the chips and say, okay, well, here you go?
I'm pretty sure those avenues have already been exhausted. And I still say,
I don't believe so.
If you're right that nobody really loves whoever would be the 4th pick, and you could argue it would be 3 or 4 different players, then just give up the 4th pick. It would just be extraneous. Just give it to New Orleans and let New Orleans decide what to do with it. Maybe David Griffin wants to take somebody with the 4th pick outside the box. Maybe it's not Darius Garland.
But hold on, Skip. Why would I give you Kuzma, Lonzo, BI, and the 4th pick? They said they wanted Kuzma. They said they wanted Lonzo and Bi. Now they want Kuzma also. They said you can take give us Kuzma and you can keep the 4th pick. But if you can find a third team that would be willing to take that 4th pick and give us a player that we deem appropriate,
I don't know.
We'd be willing to do that.
Okay, but I'm going to remind you, Mr. Sharp, that you have been the one who have constantly told me Lonzo Ball's overrated, that I've been I've been way over the edge in proclaiming him a potential transcendent player. So what would you care if you gave him up? Because you think he's not going to amount to much anyway and that he's perpetually injured.
Wait a minute. Hold up. You don't see me kicking, scratching, clawing, fighting to keep him? I said Kuzma.
Okay. So that's the first one. And Bi, you were all over him last year. When's he going to show up? And then he gets hurt, so he's been injured a lot. And then Kuzma, you were all over him last year about he plays no defense, right? And he's never met a shot he wouldn't shoot, right?
But I also told you he was their second best player to LeBron last year.
Well, that's not saying
I did
much.
say that also. Well,
yeah, I mean, LeBron had a very disappointing year, but whatever. I mean, they didn't make the playoffs. Okay, so he's the second best player on a team that didn't make the playoffs. Whoop-de-doo.
Hold on.
I'm just showing this is what you've been feeding back to me all season long, and now all of a sudden you're saying, well, we can't give up Kyle Kuzma. Well, why not? He'll be here today, gone tomorrow. If, in fact, Anthony Davis is the guy you keep telling me he is, you just do it. You just close your eyes.
Yeah, but we got to field it. How about this here? We have to field a team. If you only have 3 players under contract, no, we're not. Listen, we're not in the business of pulling a Carmelo Anthony, where you give up 7, 8 players and draft picks for Carmelo, and you're never able to put the proper assets around him, and so you never reap the benefits of having a great basketball player. Now, it would be a little bit different in LA because you already have a GOAT player, not a GOAT player, the GOAT player currently on the roster. So you're pairing him with a transcendent player. But the more pieces you can have around those guys, the better you are. It's like Golden State. Yes, Golden State's a great team with Clay and Steph and Draymond. But then you add a GOAT, now you're like, wow, how do you stop all that? If you got LeBron, you got Kuz, you got AD, man, now you cooking with Crisco instead of Pam. We trying to make that thing burn. We trying to worry about no non-stick. We trying to make it burn next year in 2019, 2020.
Okay, so you make it burn with KCP. He's still there, another clutch client. Wait.
1-year deal.
Okay, you make it burn with Rondo and Lance and JaVale and I don't know, go find Michael Beasley. I don't know.
No. Stop it, Skip, baby. Stop. Yeah, that was last year, and clearly it didn't work. Now we're going to do everything we possibly can to bring JaVale McGee back, because JaVale played unbelievable for us. He still can protect the rim. He still can dive to the basket. He runs hard. He plays hard in the amount of minutes that he played. Yeah, we'd love to have JaVale back. Rondo, I'm sure he might find some suitors elsewhere, but if we can bring him back at a price that we can stomach, that $9 million might be a little bit too rich for our blood. But anyway, we're going to try, Skip, give us a couple of days. The draft isn't until a couple of weeks. Give us a couple of days. We're going to scour the league. Would you want the 4th pick? And who knows, we might willing to give you a 2020 pick, a second-round pick, to take the 4th pick and give us a player so we can ship him to the Pelicans.
Shannon, take the plunge.
What?
Just do it for your man LeBron. Throw in Kuzma and call it a day and call it a new day. Right? Here we go. Just do it.
Okay, we might just do that. We might trade the 4th pick, next year's first-round pick, and a future second-round pick, and get Bradley Beal. Okay, we might do that, Skip.
Okay, go ahead and see how that works.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? Bradley Beal, AD, LeBron. Whoo! Title.
Keep dreaming.
Titles.
Kuzma, 23 years old.
Carving the Lakers' name on the trophy as we
the Rising
speak.
Stars Challenge certainly seems like a player